Good evening, everyone. Been a long time since we've done anything for personal reasons.
In other words, he's been playing lots of video games.
Sort of. I've been very busy with work for the last week and a half. So we're going to get back on board, and we thought the best way to do it would be tonight with Wave
3.1.
that someone wants to call it. And we've got Mr. Vader here, who's going to choke someone to show us the way forward.
That'll tickle us to death. I'm really not sure what he's doing in that picture.
So, what we have today is some nice shiny new boxes. Boxes. So, there's 5 of them that came out today. I've got the scalpel now.
I don't know why I'm just holding this one up.
So, as a lot of people are finding out, we've had a split. Bouncing cameras. We've had a split release. We've got 5 out this week, and then the 2 bigger box sets are coming out next week. For reasons, stuck on the boat, coming on the boat, whatever you want to call it this week.
That sounds like a terrible movie.
And you can actually... So, what we've got is... We've got the tie striker. So, we're going to see if there's anything different in there, which we doubt. The Arc 170 for...
The Republic. So, new paint scheme, new cards, cool.
22 cards, 31 tokens, 1 manoeuvre dial, and 1 painted ship with peg and base.
He memorised all of that. Honest, he definitely wasn't reading the back of the box. And
this one is the Z95 AF4. Can you see that? We'll get some better close-up pictures of the models. 11 cards, 22 tokens, 1 manoeuvre dial, and I believe 1 plastic ship. Just checking.
Until I'm done with it, anyway.
Delta 7 Aether Sprite.
Well done.
I was just reading some of the other things. 13 cards, 20 tokens, 1 manoeuvre dial, 1 painted plastic ship. That's going to get painted. And then the best one in the whole lot is the Sith Infiltrator. 28 cards, 39 tokens, 1 manoeuvre dial, and 1 painted ship.
Well, it's definitely painted.
It's definitely painted, but yeah, it's...
We'll get to that.
Conceivable. So...
Start with the ones that are technically already out and go from there.
Yeah,
like the boring ones.
Let's start with the most boring one.
Because for our probable one viewer, hiya Joe.
Is it? I don't know how many viewers we've got because stupid mouse thing doesn't. We've got at least 2. Hi Paul. So Steve's gonna try not to break his fingers. We should go back to the other view and only have that in small view.
Oh yeah, because there's a delay and I'm getting very confused as to what's going on. You don't want these boxes intact, are you?
No, as people know, we will be taking them apart and not doing much with them.
Can you trust me with the scalpel? And you can start doing that.
Don't trust anyone with a scalpel. Bin, floor, bin. So... Sorry, Mr. Vader. Hi, Joe. I'm viewing for Alex. Hi, Rachel.
Did you want the ship intact?
Yes, because believe it or not, we've got to sell these.
Ah, right.
Okay. Anyone want a slightly damaged Z94?
It's fine.
It's not a Z95 anymore.
No.
So, we'll go with the basic things. You get a great lump of
cardboardy stuff.
Standard
stuff.
Ketolichos.
Ketolichos.
He's not Mexican. And a binary pilot.
Binary.
I know.
Banana. There's a calculate token there.
And a calculate token. Because binary pilots are digital. Binary, digital.
Shut up.
So then we have the dial, So, as I've never flown any Z95s before, is that much different to the original?
Yeah, it's the same as the one that you get in the expansion pack. For anybody who hasn't got the Scum expansion pack, Z95s can now do a 4K, which is a nice little touch. Yeah, oh, and the 3 forward is blue as well. That's nice.
So we have Andrew on that side and the Black Sun Soldier on that side. So that's the cardboard that you get. What are you worried about?
No, Karen, you do your thing.
So we have 4 pilots. What did you lose?
No, carry on.
So 4 pilots. We have Mr.
Andrew Chulak. Pronunciations are terrible, by the way.
But we've all seen these anyway, so I don't think there's much point in hanging about. Kato's in the...
Yeah, Kato's in there.
Soldier. Pirate.
Yeah.
Then you just go into there.
And again, this is just more useful for anybody who's new getting into X-Wing as to what extra upgrade cards you get and things like that.
So, upgrades that you get is...
Crack shot.
1 crack.
Good for swarms.
1 cluster. Good for Andrew.
Just good in general. No, Andrew's only primary weapon only. Read the cards.
I'm still in 1 point. Oh, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Concussion missiles.
Just good.
Dead man switch.
Amazing on Z95s.
And munitions fail safe. So nothing new there, nothing to worry about. But what we do have is some interestings. So we have the quick builds for Andrew and Kato. So crack shot. Oh, double EPT. Sorry. Talent.
Talent. Yes.
And double upgrade. So hull upgrade, stealth device, crack shot, and outmaneuver. That's.
Why would anybody put a stealth device on a Z95?
Ken? Sorry. Anyway, Kato gets saturation salvo, cluster missiles, concussion missiles. That's a lot of missiles. Munitions fail safe in case it doesn't get to hit with them, and a dead man switch for when everything goes tits up.
Yeah, so a couple of tops on there, not bad.
And that's two
threat level 2.
2 power threat. And then we have Black Sun Soldier with crack shot, cluster, afterburners, and shield.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem too bad for 2 power. Threat. Power. Threat. Power. And dead man switch.
On the Binary Pirate.
On the Binary Pilot.
Which is kind of a good thing. Threat level 1, so you can have plenty of them. I am still really confused by this calculate token. Because looking through any of there, I can't see anything. So if anybody's picked up something that I haven't, which is entirely likely because
we don't have enough calculate tokens.
I mean, sure, but I don't know. Anyway,
before you put the...
Oh yeah, the model.
Yeah.
Yeah, the repainted model you might want to have.
The only thing that is different is the actual ship.
Does have a really nice paint scheme.
It's not black per se. It is more a very dark grey. Trying not to... If you put it on a peg, it'll be too close to the lens. And underneath has some yellow belly.
I was just going to say yellow streaks, but it makes more sense. But yeah, it's got the nice little logos on the wings.
Different logos. Someone will have to look at making them.
Weird.
So, that's...
Yeah, definitely if you're getting into it, a good expansion pack.
Got a bit of everything in.
Yeah.
And they're good little fillers.
Yeah, they're great for a swarm filler, and especially getting a crack shot upgrade with dead man switches. Those are kind of the go-to things. The other boring one...
That's not boring, it's the... Right,
okay,
you give me the boring bits, because I love flying this at the weekend. So we have the TIE Striker with... Hey.
So I'm guessing you get a bomb with it, either that or it's another one of those calculate tokens.
You get a cannonet, loads of crit token, ion tokens
Ion token.
for the Coronet, an evade, a neutron bomb, and countdown with planetary sentinel on the other side.
Ooh.
And great dial. These are so manoeuvrable. Duchess, I love flying Duchess with having the option 2 or not 2 aileron or aileron while stressed.
Alright, Macbeth, calm down.
I enjoyed flying it. Thanks to Dale for convincing me to try it. I stole Dale's list. 2 Black Squadron Scouts on the back, and Pure Sabak, and the Duchess. A couple of charges, obviously for bombs. So, we have the usual Duchess that we all know about, Countdown that we all know about, Pure Sabak that we all know about, Bloody, all that we know about. Let's get over there. So,
Upgrade cards that you get
upgrade
with
cards. I'm gonna have to. Intimidation,
Good little one, especially when you've got the manoeuvrability to begin with. Nice little blocker.
trick shot,
Always good.
skilled bombardier.
Yes, because they have a gunner slot.
Okay.
Says somebody who just flew one.
Flew one. I didn't look at its seat.
Yeah, well, you know, the popular list, 5 of them with their proximity mines and bombers on them.
Bombs, not bombers.
What?
Skilled bombardier.
Sorry, bombardiers, and I've knocked everything out of place. This is why I can't be allowed, I'm not allowed near things, sorry. Carry
Techno.
on.
And then the neutron bombs.
Still a proton bomb.
It's still a neutron bomb.
Yeah.
So it's a good little pack of bits and pieces.
Yeah, again, solid little addition for anybody starting out. A couple of good EPTs and just logical things that you'd want to put on them.
And then the quick start, or quick builds. So we have Black Squadron Scout with Predator and Continent. It's not bad for 2 threat.
2 threat, yeah.
Proton Bomb, Skilled Bombardier, hull upgrade on the Sentinel for the same threat.
Yeah.
Could see me winning 6 of them on Friday. Or 5, 4, 3.
I'll teach you some maths first.
Who's running these events? So Pure Sabak with trick shot and shield upgrade. Countdown with elusive proton bomb, skill bombardier, and shield upgrade.
What now? Elusive item. I don't know.
Almost because it been on Ezra in 1.0.
Yeah, shut up.
Duchess, outmaneuver, Coronet, afterburners, and hull upgrade.
Yeah, afterburners, outmaneuver, hull upgrade. Yeah, not bad. I like it. I assume these are all the ones that were on the PDFs that probably people haven't really looked at.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I imagine they're the same because...
So, the big question is, did they change? So far, we've not seen any change to the models for the Imperial stuff, and they haven't disappointed us, and still no engine glow. I know someone's going to mention that, but no engine glow again.
Flappy wings for the new people.
They had flappy wings.
Yeah, I know, but show the flappy wings.
Wings are down. Oop. Wings are up. So, flappy wing 1 position. Flappy wing 2 position. Flappy wings. There you go. Are you happy now?
Yeah, I wasn't bothered.
So,
We come on to the new stuff. A lot of it will have been spoiled, but again, it's just to see how many of what you get in and just generally the... Ooh, blue.
yeah.
Nice things.
I wanted to actually see that in person because...
So, looking at the arc for the Republic this time, first thing to point out that it does have the medium base and the conversion peg in for it.
It's got both pegs. It's got
Yeah, so it's got a large peg and a large to medium... large to small conversion peg.
Well, the dials are pretty nice. So that's the outer dial. There's a lot more thought gone into that than some of the others. And that blue's really nice. I'm not a filthy rebel, but that blue's quite nice.
You know these are the Empire, right?
I know.
Okay, just checking.
they turn into rebels. The ships do. The ships become rebel overnight. So yeah, sinker, lots of iron crit.
A couple of crit tokens as well.
The new
calculate tokens.
That's not.
No,
Oh,
I'm talking about calculate.
I thought you were on about the new token. Do you know what the new token is called?
No.
It's like stress, but not.
Is it what I do often in the morning?
Yes. Cool. So that's the new strain tokens for everyone.
Took us ages to write that one.
It really didn't. Even I can't write that bad. So yeah, you get two strain, number 15 target locks, and you actually get 4 bases. So you are getting sinker and 104th battalion. You get Jag, Wolfie, Oddball.
I guarantee you TVP is going to be wanting to fly this.
Wolfies, yeah. Squad 7 veteran, and 104th battalion pilot. So, a good chunk of cardboard.
So, first thing, non-unique arc ships, which rebels don't have access to. So, could be a fruity thing. No, I'm not. I'm not saying. I'm just saying it's a nice little thing.
Sorry.
Are you measuring the size of your
attention span?
Yeah.
So, we don't know if these have been spoiled yet.
I think a lot of them have been, but just this way they're all there.
So we have an oddball. After you fully execute a red maneuver or perform a red action, if there is an enemy ship in your bullseye, you may lock onto that ship.
Nice little potential double action there. Well, at least getting an action from doing a red maneuver, and there is actually quite a lot of reds on the
dial.
On the dial, 3 turns, 4 forward and 4 Ks.
Or even if you have to barrel roll into the to get the bullseye.
That's not a red maneuver.
But it's a red.
Or red action, yeah. See, I was reading the cards. I was listening. More importantly, I was listening when you were talking. I'm going to be quiet now.
So, Wolf. While you perform a primary attack, you may spend 1 charge to re-roll an attack die. It has 1 charge built in to the ship. While you perform a rear attack, you may recover 1 charge to roll an addition.
While you perform a primary rear arc attack, you may recover 1 charge to roll 1 additional attack dice. Yes, you read that correctly.
So there's no downside to shooting out your chuff.
There is no downside to shooting out your chuff, only the fact that you have to not have a charge in the first place, but then you also need to be able to get that rear shot in order to recharge it. So it seems on paper very powerful, but it's getting that ability off.
Yeah. So, Jag. After a friendly ship at range 1 to 2 in your front or rear arc.
Definitely side arcs. Side arc are a thing. I believe they're called flanks.
I've got them on these as well.
Oh my god, Lee. This is our TO, people. This is the person we go to for rules clarifications.
I can read rules easy.
Can I pop this out?
But it looks like you already have.
So you have the front and rear printed arcs, but every ship has a front and rear arc. They just may not have a printed one where they can shoot from. However, this ship's ability allows you to do things from the side arcs, otherwise known as the flanks, I believe. So basically, Jag stays there and has things either side of him and allows him to trigger his ability. So there. Oh look, I picked Jag as well. That was a coincidence.
Sinker. While a friendly ship at range 1 to 2 in your
flank arcs
performs a primary attack, it may re-roll 1 attack dice. I'm going to have to get me a set of 3 of these, aren't I?
And 7th Squadron Veteran, which is just the non-unique, more than likely will have an EPT when it comes out.
And it looks good at... Pilot skill 3.
Initiative 3.
Pilot skill initiative, the same thing.
They're not.
Anyway, 104th. Obviously, he's one down the pecking order, but
yeah, non-unique. More than likely, again, no EPT.
I'm going to leave the quick builds till the end for the simple thing of.
That's how we've been doing it. And you don't know what the cards do.
No, so
go for the ones that we know.
that's what I was looking at. And two, that one. Ooh.
Calm down.
Right, you put the ones we know on while we're doing it. Oh, I just realised something.
What?
I'm going to have to buy Astromax, aren't I?
Why are you going to have to buy Astromax?
Because if I want to win 3 of these, I haven't got any Astromax because I didn't buy the Rebel.
Weirdly enough, I know a place which sells loads of individual products.
I still have to buy them though. I can't just take them from the shop.
As long as you give yourself the money, it's fine.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Just give it a job.
So,
so the cards that you get for the ones that have already been released, again, most people will have these if they've collected the conversion kits. But again, any new players getting into the faction, this is what you get. So you get the R3 Astromech. You can maintain up to 2 locks. Each lock must be on a different target. After you perform a lock action, you may acquire a lock. So just allowing you to have 2 locks, which is a nice little, just nice little thing, especially when you've got quite
shooting
a
out
ordnance.
both arcs if you want.
Speaking of shooting out of both arcs, we have the Veteran Tail Gunner. So after you perform a front primary attack, you may perform a bonus primary rear attack, and it requires it to have the tail arc. So again, it's really good on the arc 170. Could be good with Wolfie if you get the absolute perfect combo off. Fire out the front, spend the charge to re-roll it, roll an additional dice to get the charge back. Seasoned Navigator. Lot of text. After you reveal your dial, you may set your dial to another non-red maneuver of the same speed. While you execute that maneuver, increase its difficulty. So generally on the dial for the arc, most of the 2s are all white, or at least the same kind of colour. So you could set it to a 2 and then change your mind when you reveal it, just changing the difficulty. So it could be good on the Initiative 5 guy that gets a target lock if he gets in the bullseye arc.
Yeah.
Perceptive Core Pilot, very simply, after you perform a focus action, gain another focus token. So just good, especially if you are trying to get off double attacks with the Tail Gunner. Novice Technician, I don't think I've seen anybody ever use this, so, but you never know. It can be useful if you've got a lot of hull. At the start of the round,
I wouldn't even put one of them on a decimator and they've got all the hull going.
Yeah. You may roll 1 attack die to repair 1 face-up damage card. Then on a hit result, expose 1 damage card. So, yeah, so flip over 1 crit face down, but accidentally maybe expose another one. Proton Torps, 4 dice attack, 2 charges, turn a hit into a crit.
Proton Torps.
Yeah, Proton Torps, yeah. Expert Handling. Just fluff text, but it
Great
just
on a decimator.
Shut up. Just turns a red barrel roll action into a white barrel roll action, which the arcs have. They have the red, so it just means that they're not going to get stressed from doing the action. And on a medium ship, I believe it is 4 points for now, unless we decide to change anything. And you get ion torpedoes as well. 4 dice attack, 2 charges, and it will only do the 1 damage, but it can inflict ion damage to the target, which does ion stuff. Read the rules if you don't know what that does. New cards.
New cards. We'll start with the pulp.
Why are you looking at me? You want me to read all that out?
Setup. Equip this side face up. After you defend, if the attacker is at range 0 to 2, you may spend 1 force. It is a purple force as well.
Force is always purple.
If you do, the attacker gains 1 stress token. During the end phase, you may flip this card. But it also gives a purple coordinate.
So, nice little extra action, which I just realised comes in the Ark. I honestly didn't think it would come in that. I don't know. Well, you don't imagine him being on an Ark, do you?
Well, no, because it's actually both. It's Separatist and Republic.
Yeah.
So it's there for
I'm
both.
thinking, because I think it was spoiled in the
Yeah.
other thing. Anyway.
And then if you flip it, you get hungry.
Yeah. So after you perform a purple coordinate action, the ship you coordinated gains 1 stress token. Then it gains 1 focus token or recovers 1 force charge. So, yeah, I'm sure there's some stuff to do with that. I'm far too tight to try and think of the combinations now.
If we did the spoil water purple, is it spend
just spend a force note to do that action.
to do a coordinate? Yeah.
So it doesn't. So they can't just do a coordinate and still have the force charge to do stuff, but it just allows them to use that.
Yeah.
But yeah, nice little upgrade. I hope, for the sake of people collecting, that it's also in there. And it is, because I'm just seeing it on the back of the box. Yeah, we're good. It's in the Sith Infiltrator. Carry on.
7th Fleet Gunner. You gain charge on it. While another friendly ship performs a primary attack, if the defender is in your firing arc, you may spend 1 charge. If you do, the attacker rolls 1 additional die to a maximum of 4 during the system phase. You may gain 1 disarm token to recover a charge.
Yeah. So again, a lot of interactions with other ships. So it doesn't necessarily help themselves, but it will help any wingmen that they're with. So nice little thing.
Dedicated. While another friendly ship is in your flank arcs at range 0 to 2, if it is limited or has the dedicated upgrade and you are not strained, you may gain 1 strain token. If you do, the defender re-rolls 1 of their blank results.
Should also point out that any new rules are in this thing. So anybody not sure what strain tokens are.
And purple actions.
And purple actions, yeah. I thought it might be in there. So that's what they do. They're pretty much what have been spoiled.
Yeah. It's strain is one fewer defense dice for the first attack, then the strain falls off, doesn't it?
After a strain ship defends or executes a blue maneuver, it removes 1 strain token. Yeah. So.
Or after it defends.
Yeah. So limited ships, obviously unique ships, so good for that. But it can also, you can just have a squad all with dedicated and bounce off each other.
So, synchronized console. After you perform an attack, that's a bloody wall of text. After you perform an attack, you may choose a friendly ship at range 1 or a friendly ship with synchronized console upgrade at range 1 to 3. And spend a lock you have on the defender. If you do, the friendly ship you choose may acquire a lock on the defender. It's just passing a lock off, isn't it?
Yes. So, like that Initiative 5 guy who gets a lock, if he might be able to get one but doesn't have any other mods, can go, alright, well, I'll tell you what, I've got it for free. Here, you have it because you've also got a focus token and I'll support you with 5th Fleet Gunner or whatever.
Or if you've got the
R3 Astromech, I'll take 2 locks. I'll use this one. You can have that one.
Yeah.
I can see a lot of things. It just all depends on the points for these things before we get too excited about the combos.
Which should be today. Hiya, Jack. Good to see you.
Hello.
It'll be even nice to see you on a Friday.
Ooh, sick burn.
Or a Sunday. Anytime. Just miss you, mate. So, Clone Commander Cody. After you perform an attack that misses, if 1 or more hit or crit results were neutralized, the defender gains a strain token.
Do you know who this is like? From 1st edition. One of the best Imperial pilots there were. Cat Scarlet. Similar, totally different wording and totally different thing, but yeah. Yeah, so the attack needs to miss, and they need to have cancelled some results in order to do it. But gaining a strain token, again, if you're the first ship firing, fire a really bad shot and go, yeah, you can avoid that one, and then the next ship will punish you for it.
Cath was crits, wasn't it?
Cath was crits and you gain a stress, but, you know, take what you can get.
It'll be good to see you on Friday, Jack. R4P44.
That's a mouthful.
R4P. Sounds like one of those chants that the
People make.
no, the little furry people on the island, Madagascar. Anyway, after you fully execute a red maneuver, if there is an enemy ship in your bullseye,
gain 1 calculator token.
what do you mean no?
No, I was going to be like, that's why there's a calculator token in there, but that was a totally
different ship, yeah.
But there is a calculator token in with this one. Yeah, 2 calculator tokens.
2, cool. So basically, this isn't a red action, so you can't barrel roll with this one, because if you read the card, it doesn't say after you execute a red maneuver or a red action. Yeah. Just checking.
Yeah. So again, I think he's going to be an auto include with the Initiative 5 guy.
Yeah.
For that.
I think there's a pretty much set build coming out of that box for him.
Yeah. Again, depending on points, depends on how good it is going to be.
What was he called?
Ooh, I just noticed the back of the cards. Sorry. Cards.
The back of the cards are really nice.
Yeah.
Same as the dial. The dial looks really nice. It could just be because it's new. We haven't seen it before. We're not used to it. But
to be fair, that's what we said about the Republic and
the
First Order and Resistance.
We have Wolf's Sinker and the 104th Battalion Pilot. So 104th has dedicated an
R4P astromech.
Was that one today?
No, I am. That might be in a different box, but it's not in this one.
Yeah, I've not seen an R4P astromech yet.
No.
Okay.
There has not been one in here.
Sinker with expert handling. And then Wolf is outmaneuver, R4P44, veteran tail gunner, and perceptive co-pilot.
Yeah, so going for that, shoot out the front, shoot out the back, have 2 focuses, have a reroll out the front, and all that kind of wonderful stuff.
Yeah. And then we have Oddball, Jag, and Squad 7 veteran. So all threat 3. Squad 7 has expert handling, proton torpedoes, R4P4, which we haven't seen. Novice technician. Was that in that one?
Yeah, that was the card that you said nobody would ever have.
Why would you even? And then 7th Fleet gunner. Jag has Predator, Iron Tops, R2 astromech, 7th Fleet gunner, and shield upgrade. And then Oddball, Elusive, Seasoned Navigator, Clone Commander Cody, and Afterburners. Afterburners on them is quite spicy.
Might be wrong, but are Afterburners small ship only?
It doesn't matter.
No, I know. I'm just saying in general, because that would be.
It could be, but
quite fruity.
We already know that.
Quick builds override.
Quick builds are a law unto themselves. So we have the new paint job. So little green astromech on the top there that has its head painted green, almost.
Similar paint scheme to the Rebel one, just basically new. So it's not dinted, not a relic.
And it's very similar. They've got it quite close to the colour of the cards. Or not. Not far off.
Relatively speaking, yeah.
That's pretty good for them.
Still really nice model.
Yeah.
Just a cool looking one. So the one I am looking forward to is the Delta 7 Aether Sprite. Arthur Sprite. Jedi Starfighter to everybody.
Apparently these are good at barrel rolling. Sorry.
That's a Naboo Starfighter. Can't wait for that.
Still got the same pilot.
If he's Initiative 6 in that Naboo Starfighter, I'm going to go now. New and old? Well, I'll sort that out. You do the cardboard.
Cardboard is, start at the top, Ashoka, Anakin, Jedi Knight and Jedi Knight. You then have the dial. I don't know if the dial's been spoiled, but that's got two Talons, one blue ones, tight 2s, blue 2s. That's...
It's a funny old mix of manoeuvres, because you've got the 1 sharps but the white, which is nothing to be sniffed at. But you've got the 5 forward and a 5k, which is great.
4 forward and a 4k.
Yeah, well, I thought the 5 was more impressive than 4.
Yeah, but having the choice of
having
both,
the choice between both, yeah,
it's quite. And then obviously 2 banks. The blue manoeuvres aren't bad. They're not tie interceptory, but or air wingy, but they are definitely something there. But that being said, there's not many real ways for it to stress itself out. What were you reading?
I was just double checking that
didn't
force ability didn't stress itself out. Yeah.
So we have Barris and Luminara, both on 4s, and then Jedi Knight and Jedi Knight. So there's 4 Jedi Knight tokens in a pack.
It's so that you can
run
flippy
the
floppy. Yeah. So you can put your named ones in if need be and swap things over. I know you know. Shut up. Good for cards.
Yeah, good for cards. Ones that we've already got, we can go through quickly.
So the one that we've already got is the R3 Astromech, which we've already gone through in the arc. So you get that in this pack. That's the only pre-existing card. Everything else is brand new. So there are pilots.
So pilots to start with. We have the Sith Lord himself. After you, first of all, pilot skill 6. Initiative 6. Skill 6, pilot skill.
Yeah, he didn't get rusty in his old age. Body did, though.
Yeah. After you fully execute a maneuver, if there's an enemy ship in your front arc at range 0 to 1, or in your bullseye arc, so I'm presuming that's 0 at any range, you may spend one of his 3 force tokens to remove 1 stress token. And then fine-tuned controls, which
so the ship ability
is going to be on all of the Delta 7s, is after you fully execute a maneuver, you may spend
1 force. So
they're all going to be force users. 1 force to perform a boost or barrel roll action.
It's Jedi Starfighter.
Doesn't mean all Jedis are going to.
Apparently does, yeah.
Apparently does. Could be a Sith flying it. So that's.
To be fair, when we get the Sith Infiltrator and there's droids flying it, that's a bit weird.
Yeah. So Luminara at pilot skill 4. Initiative pilot skill 4. While a friendly ship at range 0 to 2 defends, if it is not in the attacker's bullseye, you may spend 1 force. If you do, change 1 crit result to a hit result, or 1 hit result to a focus.
Nice little defensive
Duke
thing there. Well, it's anti-Duke.
Which
while the friendly ship defends, so when the attacker is shooting at a friendly ship, she can go, right, well, I'll tell you what, you've got that hit, now turn that hit into an eyeball. So it's
a reverse Duke.
It's a reverse Duke, yeah.
Yes.
Again, there's a lot of things, apart from Anakin, who basically works on his own, a lot of the stuff that's coming out for the Republic is a lot of synergy, but not in the same way as Rebels, which is weird.
Only 2.
Yeah, 2 force.
2 force. And then we have Barris, who has only 1 force. While a friendly ship at range 0 to 2 performs an attack, if the defender is in its bullseye, you may spend 1 force charge to change 1 focus to a hit result, or 1 hit result to a crit result.
I have a feeling people may get these 2 cards mixed up.
Yes.
So both initiative 4. So one of them is the defensive one. This one is the attacking one. So again, if another ship is attacking, he can spend one of his forces to mod the friendly ship's dice.
Do you know, I can even see even more them 2 being together.
Well, I mean, yeah, either one works with another ship. Also,
either one works with each other as well.
Just pointing this out. Look at that little teaser for a ship that's going to come out. Rebel Y-Wing. Republic Y-Wing.
Republic Y-Wing.
Wonder if we'll get a Clone Wars chopper. That would be cool.
Motorbike. Ashoka. Ashoka. After you fully execute a maneuver, you may choose a friendly ship at range 0 or 1 and spend 1 force token. That ship may perform an action even if it is stressed.
This looks really fun. But again, force charges, you want to be... You are limited to how many you've got.
2 for Ahsoka.
2 for Ahsoka, but obviously you're only getting 1 back each turn. So, as tempting as it is to just go all out and be like, I'll have this action, I'll have that action, or I can't do that the next turn. But again, nice little support ship, but it can also work on herself.
It also depends if the FFG ignore that it's only got 1 seat in and put a crew or a gunner slot in.
I mean, they're not that stupid.
Jedi Knight. There's another spoiler of a ship that's coming.
I'm not even going to respond to that. You know that they're the ones that are coming out in the next week in the big pack. Literally, that's the box.
We don't know anything about them that are coming out next week.
I mean, we do. Shh.
Spoilers.
They've already been spoiled.
Spoiler.
This is literally like, might as well be the cover art for it.
Spoilers. Anyway, 1 force charge. Initiative 3, and just
so still not bad for a non-unique.
It'll depend on the point.
Non-limited thing. Yeah. As with
all of this is going to depend on the point. That's a lot of new cards.
So upgrades. We'll start with the
first thing. I checked the last before looking at the last ones. There was nothing in the last ones that had any upgrades that went beyond the Republic or the
out of like as in basically if pre-existing people so the unique droid was Republic target lock, Republic non-limited, Republic separatist. So far there is no reason for anybody who is only wanting to collect Rebels, First Order, Resistance or anything
until you get to the Jedi Starfighter.
Why? Oh yes, we'll get to them. But I mean, you know, depends on the fights people might not want. Anyway,
so
what did you do? You messed up my order. So the first one is a configuration. So it changes the configuration of the instead of the Delta 7A, it's going to be the Delta 7B. Adds +1 attack. So +1 attack, -1 agility, but +2 shield. So it basically turns it from being 2 attack and 3 agility to 3 attack and 2 agility. So it gives it a bit more teeth. So
more aggressive.
Yeah, more aggressive play style, less arc dodgery, or just less dodgy in general. Just relying on bringing the 3 dice tack to the table. So, but it is non-unique, so it's not a case of non-limited. So you can have it on all of them or any as you want. We've got this one, which is calibrated laser targeting, which is only for the Delta 7 ship. It takes up a configuration and a modification slot, therefore you are unlikely to be able to have both of those. It's possible you might have thought about that one when you read the ability. While you perform a primary attack, if the defender is in your bullseye arc, add 1 focus result, which for something that has generic force modifying ability, that is quite good. So just keep that 1 force charge each turn.
It's an actual hit
to add a focus result, and then it's going to be a hit. Again, depends on the points. Nice little ability. Anybody who's played this, however, does know how difficult it can be to line up the bullseye arcs.
It's easy.
I mean, you had 5 with Crackshot. How many times did you manage it? That wasn't a big ship.
Other than the Falcon that I went up against, I think I used it twice, but I don't think that was through poor piloting. I think that was through just totally forgetting I had the card.
So this is the R4P Astromech, which is what was mentioned in one of the quick builds. So this is an Astromech that can obviously go on the Arc 170. So before you execute a basic maneuver, which is the banks, the tight turns, and the straight maneuvers, you may spend 1 charge. If you do, while you execute that maneuver, reduce its difficulty. So what I was saying about the dial being quite good on the just making a mess on there, so there's a lot of whites, so all of those tight 1s and the tight 2s, if you've got a couple with this droid,
suddenly become green ones.
I mean, you definitely don't.
Blue ones.
Blue ones. Again, not a bad little thing, especially after a cheeky little Talon that you've done. Not a Talon, Sloop. Yes, we all get things wrong, shut up. I'm the only one who's allowed to point it out. But yeah, those are non-unique, so...
As many of them as you want.
Non-limited.
There is a store that we know, really good store, that's going to start selling these soon.
I'm also curious as to how many you're going to get in the Republic box set.
I think they're just going to be like the Rebel Aces sets and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I imagine you'll get one of them in, because you've got the Jedi Starfighter in it.
Yeah, I think you're going to get enough to cover the ships that you've got. They're not going to be generous like they have been in the past.
Fingers crossed for you. So this one is a Force Power. It is Battle Meditation, and it is Republic only. You cannot coordinate limited ships, so you can only do it to the non-limited, non-unique, so the clone army basically. While you perform a purple coordinate action, you may coordinate one additional friendly and non-limited ship of the same type. Both ships must perform the same action. Now, I definitely see that card coming in the box set next week.
Yeah.
Because you have the Jedi Starfighter with the two
Droid
ships
things
that are the same thing. But yeah, nice little ability. Spend one charge, give 2 actions out. Very nice. Again, points-wise, we'll see. I'll let Lee do this one because he's going to be very excited about this.
So, this is the first one that's not
faction-specific.
Faction-specific. And it is called Brilliant Evasion.
And it is a really good card.
So, while you defend, if you are not in the attacker's bullseye, you may spend 1 force charge, if you're Vader, to change 2 of your eye results to focuses. Focus results to evades.
Yeah. So obviously the natural ability of the Force Power is to turn an eyeball into something.
This is going to double
This
it.
allows you to double it if you're not in the bullseye arc, which again, as we've said, is difficult to do. I can definitely see this going on Vader.
Bye-bye supernatural, very expensive reflexes.
Bye-bye hate, because I believe that
it was
hate
just a
does
filler.
nothing. Yeah.
It was just a bit of a filler. It only does nothing when you shoot Vader.
Yeah, so Brilliant Evasion,
Sorry, I'm going to leave that one there for a second.
Yeah. Again, ProTech models.
Yeah, ProTech models may have
some in. Yeah.
12 of these at least this week. 11, because I definitely need one for Vader.
Oh, the ship. God, I'm not doing my job. Sorry, Scalpel.
You employ someone for a day, and this is how bad that. You haven't even got it. Jesus, wept.
It's fine.
Just do not cut them. Anything, in fact.
See, I knew this, because so now you can talk about the quick builds.
Right, I don't want to get my arms anywhere near. So we have 2 quick builds. Luminara has Brilliant Evasion. Brilliant card. Shield upgrade. R4P4 and the Delta 7. So it's a bit more of an aggressive setup. Barris has Sense and Jesus. R2 Astromech. Jedi Knight just comes with the Delta 7. Ahsoka comes with Battle Meditation and R4P Astromech. And then Anakin. Wow.
Has supernatural reflexes. Shocking that. But you know what's good about Anakin with supernatural reflexes? You know what Vader can't do?
Boost, I know.
Yeah. You know what Anakin can do?
Boost.
Oh, he can boost. And barrel roll.
And 3 power. 3
Force, yeah.
Not 3 force, 3 threat. That's pre-supernatural. That one.
Yeah.
That's pre-supernatural nerf.
Well, to be fair, that's all he's got. And he's only 4 health.
It's only because he can't fit it on because he's got calibrated laser targeting.
Yeah.
And he can't fit anything else on.
Yeah, no droid wants to fly with him. Model looks like a nice little arrowhead. I'm not really good with modelly stuff. It does look small. Like I know when I was looking at all the shut up. I hear that all the time. When I was looking at the pictures online of them in the box, it looked like a lot of box and not much model. But
it's a very big box for a small model.
Yeah,
that's me banned off at least 2 forums now.
Yeah, but yeah, it did look small, but it does fit with the scale for the rest of the.
Just so people have got an idea. Well, I was gonna. We can do all of it. Look, yeah. We can have that.
So yeah, cockpit's about the right size, or about similar size to that, just a little bit shorter.
It is quite small compared to everything else. They're going to be so easy to swallow. Not that we advocate swallowing them, but okay, we won't go on about swallowing. You take them away, and we'll go now to the big one. No chance of swallowing this one.
I was actually reading somewhere where it said
choking hazard. Yes.
This product is not a toy, not intended for use by persons 13 years of age or younger. Well, considering I keep getting beat by
10-year-olds.
10-year-olds at tournaments. Yeah.
Well, it's not hard. Let's have a look at my
so glad Martin's not here.
Yes. Unfortunately, he had to work.
Well,
fortunately,
one of us has to.
Ooh, big base. Big pack of cards. Starfield.
Ooh, to be fair, that as daft as that sounds, that could make a nice little display for somebody. Oh, I'm not serious. Like you do that and you put it on the back of your thing, and you could put your ships on the stand. No, shut up. Listen to me. You could put your ships on the stand, put them there. You could take some photos and put them online for yourself. Should I read those rules while you're explaining the cards? Yeah, there's 2 pages of new rules you're gonna have to figure out. But yeah, no, that's the thing. Waste not, want not. Cardboard. All on one.
All on one.
Yeah.
I was just this. So we can blame Seb for this because Seb's name's on that sheet. I can definitely see Seb just there.
What do you mean blame him? The ship's delicious.
Let's have a look.
Seems a bit excessive.
There's only really, out of all of them, I'd only trust Seb and maybe Martin Wren. All the others sound American to me. Wouldn't trust any of them as far as I could throw them. Anyway, love you, playtesters. So again, we've got a dial that has.
Do you want to take off the shiny glare? He'd be lost without me.
I could do with the knife that you keep stabbing yourself with.
I have a feeling you're going to stab me with it.
Yeah. There is a high probability. We could have a giveaway to the nearest pint when I slash his wrist or his shoulder or his nose. How much?
I mean, isn't that all the same thing? Because it's that small.
Yeah.
One little swipe and I'm
that's what I was worried about.
In half.
I'm not going there. So now a version with less glare. So that's that.
See, that dial of the artwork isn't as impressive as the Republic one.
I like it.
I mean, it is kind of
functional,
like, cool,
formal.
Yeah, it does look like the battle droids markings on the back of them and things like that.
And that dial's nice. See, the Decimator should have something like that.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Just can't turn around.
It doesn't have a K-turn. It doesn't have sloops.
Yeah, to be fair, looking at the dial, it is very similar to... well, I say very similar. It has similar manoeuvres to the Jedi Starfighter, just obviously on a large base ship.
Yeah.
Two sloop on a large ship is...
Do you want to get the
I honestly can't think of a. I can't think of a big ship.
So
With
side
a
by
two-star.
side, the only things that I can see,
There's the 4K, a 1 forward, and obviously
the
tight ones are
red.
red instead of white.
That's for a big ship dial. That's
And what is good is it can tight turn 1, but it can also tight 3, which is a huge
yeah.
thing for a big ship. But it needs to, because it does only have the front forward facing arc, so it needs to be able to turn around. And without a turret, it needs to have that for essentially the points that you're paying for it.
Well, we don't know the points yet.
I assume it's a lot.
It could be. So we have some new tokens, which are the probe droids.
Yes, they are.
Believe they are called the DRK1s. Am I correct?
They are.
I'm getting good at this. And looking over his shoulder and reading the paper that he's reading. So there's jams and shields. It is quite a... Oh,
That's a cloak token, yeah.
cloaking token.
I mean, I assume you read articles, right?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
I don't like reading the articles till we get them in our hands. I really don't.
Oh.
So everything that I open today, I really enjoy opening because it's, other than ones that I slip up of and see, I've not sat and read the articles, so I get to see this for the first time, and I do enjoy opening them. And God, that's a nice blue as well. Sorry. So we have. There we go. Count Dooku, Darth Maul,
Don't knock the camera over.
and 066, and Dark Courier.
I'm sure this joke has already been made, but I'm sure his parents had high hopes for his career. Who knew it would turn so dark? And I really hope somebody paints the Dark Courier ship with
DHL or something.
yeah.
After the week I've had with DHL and UPS, they're not getting any advertising off me. All the new bomb tokens for 2.0 seem to have the white marks on the back. Bomb or droid. All the new device?
On device, yes.
Is it being called a device?
It is a device, yes.
So all the new device tokens have them on the back.
Should I read the rules?
Well, someone needs to round here.
Okay, I mean, or should we just...
Guess, as usual.
Well, not guess, just let people figure them out. But basically, you get these things, they do things involving chips
And upgrades.
and upgrades. They have an agility of 3 in a hull of 1, so they can be shot as normal. This is what they do. So when an enemy ship executes a maneuver that causes it to overlap the probe droid, the ship's controller rolls 1 attack dice. On a focus result, the probe droid suffers 1 damage and is destroyed. So if you overlap it, you can be destroyed. What is the advantage of having it? I do remember seeing it.
If it attaches to a ship, doesn't it pull down it?
That is the
other one.
That's the vulture droid. There's a set of DK guys. The player then reads case remote and Oh yeah, sorry.
It's a
yeah. So while a ship locks an object or jams an enemy ship, it may measure range from a friendly DRK1 probe droid. So basically, you launch these. They have some rules on how you launch them and things like that. But the general game effect is that any other ship, any friendly ship that you've got, you can measure range from these ones, which makes jam quite fruity.
Also makes target locking.
Well, yeah, but because these deployed, because they deployed, I think it's better off for the jam because range 1 of a ship, you can get range 1 of that and be on the other side of the board and be able to help out. But yeah, anyway, sure somebody can come up with some things for that.
Just as an idea, the Sith Infiltrator comes with a wodge of cards. That is a metric wodge, so there is a lot in here. So we have. Take my cards off me, why don't you? So we have Darth Maul, who I think I might be playing.
Sorry, keep on there.
You fucker. Anyway, after you perform an attack, you may spend 2, not 1, but 2 force tokens to perform a bonus primary attack against a different target. If your attack missed, you may perform that bonus primary attack against the same target instead. That could be quite strong against the current swarm meta.
Yes, what? Oh, it's a gunner, yeah.
It's a 2 force gunner, even if you've hit.
Yes.
So if you miss, you can do it against the same one. If you don't, you do it against another one.
Another one, yeah.
So I do like that. Mr. Dooku, after you defend, if the attacker is in your firing arc, you may spend 1 force to remove 1 of your blue or red tokens. So you can ditch your target locks. After you perform an attack that hits, you may spend 1 force to perform an action. Barrel roll is possible.
Yeah, red barrel roll action.
So it's a bit like Turf and Air in one way. So, 466. After you defend, you may spend 1 calculate token. Did we get calculate tokens?
We got calculate tokens in this one.
Yes, we did.
It's the one that actually makes sense as well.
To perform an action. Can that action be calculated?
Well, no, because you've already done it. Well, in fairness, unless there's another way to get a calculate token from the separatist stuff, but it's a nice thing of like, oh, I'll take a calculate for defense, or just in general because I can't think of any other action. Oh, nobody shot me. Class. I'll spend a calculate token to get a lock.
Dark Courier is
Sorry.
what it is, and then the card for the DK1. So while a friendly ship locks an object or jams an enemy ship, it may measure range from you. After an enemy ship overlaps you, that ship rolls an attack die. On a focus, you suffer 1 damage.
Yeah, so it's less likely that you're going to be destroyed from being overlapped rather than being on hits or crits. But
so you can actually shoot it as well.
Yeah, you can still be targeted. So it's got 3 agility, so it's going to be difficult to hit. But again, if you're going to waste a shot shooting at a probe droid,
you're not shooting the person. Yeah. After your system phase, at your initiative, you may relocate using the 2 templates.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
So
shimmy round the.
Yeah, so you basically pop it in one of these guides.
And it can whiz off.
Here, and then it can just do. That is the correct noise from the film. And you get 2 of those.
2 of them.
Well, that will lead us. Yeah, you get 2 of them because it leads us nicely onto the device of the probe droid one.
During the end phase, you must spend 1 charge to drop or launch.
Means you can do it out the front for 1.
Just 1 out the front.
Yeah.
Okay. A DRK. Dark droids. Dark droids. Using a 3-speed template, so it's 3 out the front.
Yeah, I mean, just generally, but like dropping off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This card cannot recover its charges.
Yeah, so you get 2, so obviously once they deploy, you get them there. And you get 2 of the cardboard tokens. All makes sense.
And that is separatist only.
It is separatist only. Which makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's one of the new cards. Just thought that worked quite nicely as a segue.
Other than the one that's going to annoy me. No, it's not actually going to annoy me because there is 2 brilliant evasions in the box.
Yep, so we've already discussed this one, so you get 2 of them in this box. Weird, but you only get 1 of the ships, so why would you need 2? It's almost like they're being quite nice and generous. Like you might want to use it on other shit. Okay, anyway. So Brilliant Evasion does what we said before. If you're not sure, rewatch it and yeah. This, which is pretty much what Lee Thinks of me now. This one's dark side only.
Something.
It has already been released in the First Order expansion.
Yes.
Yeah. Upgrade kit.
We've been selling them for quite some time now.
Yeah, so you get 2 of them in this one. So again, nice for anybody who's starting out new, who wants the stuff. You get a set of advanced proton torps. Obviously, it has the torp slot.
Yeah.
5 dice, 1 shot, only range 1.
Usual thing.
Yeah, not many people run it in 2.0, but it could work. Ion torps, already talked about, so you get a set of them. You get a couple of cannons. So you get the heavy laser cannon, which is the bullseye arc one, only does hits but 4 dice. Yeah, so...
Why would we want to ditch up what were we on about ditching locks? I don't understand, Jack. Why
do you want to ditch a lock?
What were we on about ditching locks?
Was it Dooku? So we're responding. After you defend, if the attacker is in your firing arc, you may spend 1 force to remove 1 of your blue or red locks.
Tokens.
Red tokens, yeah. So you could remove a red token that you've got against another ship, but after you perform an attack, that hits, you may spend 1 force to perform an action. So yeah, the reason why you might want to get rid of a blue lock, it's a blue token. So that would be a lock.
Or a shield.
After you defend, if the attacker is in your firing arc, you may spend 1 charge to remove 1 of your blue or red tokens. I'm sure there's something floating out there somewhere. The red tokens obviously make sense. Blue token. Nah. We're idiots.
Oh.
That's really good. I feel really embarrassed because there'll be people out there who will watch it
laughing
and be
at
like,
us.
what are they even thinking? So yeah. So
Cloak, yes, Jack. Cloak.
yeah, you only got it after us. Honest. Yeah, so you can be cloaked with Dooku. That's why he's such a low initiative. Gets shot with the cloak up. Then goes, nah, decloak. Done. And also we'll get to decloak using the barrel roll template. Obviously the large base decloak, which could be fruity.
Does remove...
Oh no. Oh yeah, because it might be spend a cloak token to perform a decloak. Either way, it's still good because you can shoot it afterwards.
Yes, I have a feeling that you will lose the cloak token and lose its negative effects without having to perform a decloak, because you're just losing the token, you're not performing the decloak.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go, that's why. But you can also remove red tokens for standard stuff. So other cannon that you get with it is an ion cannon. Any damage dealt after the first one is done as ion tokens, so you could use these as sort of an element of control there. I like ion weapons. Tractor beams, which are fun. I can't wait for them to be 0 points.
Aren't they 0 points now?
Nah, it's jamming beam. I know, I can dream. So if the attack hits it, puts on that many tractor tokens instead. Again, nice little thing if you're doing control or if you are shooting first with a swarm floating around you.
Control bots and all that.
Yeah.
Who knew they were going to be a thing?
We got Chancellor Palpatine.
Again?
This one, because obviously it was Separatist or Republic.
So they've put them in both boxes.
So we put them in both boxes. Again, quite nice. So you don't have to buy both. I can't wait for me to end up with 2 of them. Yeah, but you sell yours. I just play with mine. Oh, I can alt art one of them. Could make them like have loads of like blue lightning around, going rah, unlimited power. Rah.
Have you seen the? You got a sneak peek of the charity card.
I got a sneak peek, yes. Hey Zoe.
You could do it. Oh, we were just talking about you.
All good.
How's the card coming on? Before, but we might be able to do that one as well. anyway.
Yeah.
By the way, that we're doing a charity event in July the 14th. Oh, that's even nicer. My decimators are ready.
Cool.
I've had some decimators made from the light master himself.
Let's not get
sorry.
off topic.
So yes, we're having a charity event in July 14th, and we have that's at Beanie Games in Stockton, and we also have our hyperspace at Beanie Games in Stockton on May the 12th.
Be with you.
May the 12th be with you. And I even remembered the date.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Glad you did, because I saw you turning towards me as if to be like, can you please tell me?
So, again, the people that have sent stuff are so appreciative of the stuff that's already been sent. I know there's people promised other stuff. Again, this community is amazing for doing stuff like this, and look forward to getting all the bits and pieces through. Thank you all again.
I might even do some alt art, you know. Can I get some of those acrylic, plastic?
I'm thinking, would anybody be interested in doing medieval stocks out the front of beanies with whatever fruit and vegetable, rotting tomatoes that you can bring along?
Is this to put me in?
Yes.
Right, because you know those won't actually hold me. I can just slip out like an eel.
I can
like Tombs from X-Files.
I can glue you to them.
Just slip out my skin. It's fine.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, back to what we're doing. Unboxing. Novice Technician.
Novice Technician. Who cares?
Nobody takes it. Perceptive Copilot. Again, nice little one. Focused, getting the second one. Good if you are cloaking. So do that as your action. You've got 2 focuses on Count Dooku. 1 for attack. Get rid of the cloak. 1 for defense. Get rid of the cloak. 1 for attack.
Huge into.
Yes.
Don't encourage him, Jack.
Random 90s pop culture reference. Season Navigator we already talked about, which was in the Arc one, but looks like the Separatists get one as well. Change dial to 1 of the same speed.
There is more cards.
To do some things.
Yeah, keep going.
Right, new cards, I think. I'm not sure if this one's been out, but I know I've...
Oh my god!
Focus. Lee, think.
Go.
Has
go.
Predictive Shot been released in anything yet?
Yes.
Has it?
I won't say anything about this. Keep going.
Please
I'll
don't.
put it under the table.
Keep it under the table. So Predictive Shot, I know all cards, but I didn't realise it was there. Right, so Predictive Shot, if the defender is in your bullseye arc, you may spend 1 force. If you do, during the roll defense dice step, the defender cannot roll more of the defense dice than you roll hits or crits. Very nice upgrade. I've never used it yet, because it's either been released now, forgotten.
Yes, it's been out for a while. We've been selling it.
But
I think it was in with Kylo.
I imagine so, since he's on the box.
The artwork, yeah.
Excellent.
Excellent. Who would have known they were going to change points and put more ships in?
Sorry. Well, I tell you what, Dale, we'll finish this stream and then I'll come build some lists for you. So yeah, you get 2 of them in there, which is nice.
I'll get on the bus and come round, Dale.
No, because I'm going home soon. Shut up.
Oh, okay. I'll come round another night and we'll have a X-Wing Hero Clicks day. Bring Foxy with you.
Right, new cards. There are 4 new...
Are they all separate?
They're all Separatists. So, we have General Grievous, who has 1 charge. Can you stop?
Sorry.
Play with it under the table.
It's so good.
Am I the only professional around here?
Have I ever professed to being a professional?
No. Right, General Grievous.
Sorry. While you defend after the neutralise results step, if there are 2 or more hits and crit results, you may spend 1 charge to cancel 1 hit or 1 crit. After a friendly ship is destroyed, recover one.
So essentially it works like a reinforce. He would be great in a swarm. Great in a swarm. Yeah, not too sure about his viability. Would have to see how many droid ships you can actually fit on the table for it, but nice little one, especially in the, you know, if you're trying to do that. Count Dooku, you can read that one.
Before a ship at range 0 to 2 rolls attack dice or defense dice, if all of your force tokens are... Why the hell? I had memory block there. If all of your force tokens are active, you may spend one force token and name a result. If the roll does not contain the named result, the ship must change one die to the result. It's Palpatine 1.0 shenanigan.
Yeah, so nice little thing, but again, separatist only. Adds a force to it, so whack it on, maul, and you've got some double no, because it's a bonus attack. Either way, you've got more force to go around. You have the Scimitar, which is the title of the ship, so it adds a white jam action, which I personally like. I love the idea of jamming stuff, especially
red claw.
Especially with
these fellas about
these funky dudes. So after the place forces step, you may cloak. After you decloak, you may choose an enemy ship in your bullseye arc. If you do, it gains one jam token. So essentially, it provides you with the cloak action, but it is red, so you get stressed. So it's kind of a case of I'm going to do it and then I'll clear it off with a blue and then I'll do my shenanigans, depending on different bits. But you get to cloak on setup, which is really nice. You don't have to... You potentially don't have to spend that one turn going, oh, I'll go one forward, I'll cloak. Right, I'm already cloaked, let's just go for it. And again, the white jam action, which is nice.
Keep on, don't worry about me. I'm just...
And what we have here is the droid, which is one of the tactical relay new separatist slots. So we have K2B4.
Looks like a Ninja Turtle.
He does actually a little bit. That's bad.
That definitely looks like a Ninja Turtle.
So what they have is they have the separatist and the solitary requirement. So solitary is pretty much what people thought. You can only have one of these cards that have the solitary solitary keyword. You can only have one of those in your entire squad of the same type of upgrade. I think it's something very specific to the tactical relays because you can only have one of them in the list. What he does, while the friendly ship at range 0 to 3 defends, it may spend one calculate token. If it does, add one evade result unless the attacker chooses to gain one strain token. So again, really good in the droid swarms, which I'm sure we're going to be seeing. Spend a calculator to just add an evade result, which is great because obviously the droids have only 2 evade dice. This one just says, right, well, I've got an evade result. And the opponent can stop it, but it is a potential detriment to them. So I think initiative order of shots is going to be quite fruity. So I'm liking that.
Yeah.
Because you know me, I like me non-named ship jank stuff. I'll break it. So that's the last of the cards.
I thought I had broke it.
It does come with the book of rules on how things do, but I'm not going to read them out because better things to do. Lee, oh no! Just called me a massive tease. We have the quick build ones. So we've got the 066, Chancellor Palpatine / Darth Sidious. A shield upgrade, which for some reason is the configuration slot. I'll get the Tipex out on that in a bit. And
Special
you get
shield.
You get the Scimitar upgrade. You have Dark Courier, who is couriering about all the named people. So Count Dooku, Grievous, the Scimitar, and the K2B4. And you also have threat level 4s for Darth Maul and Count Dooku. So you have Hate, Heavy Laser Cannon, Perceptive Co-Pilot, Probe Droids, Shield Upgrade, and the Scimitar for Darth Maul. Count Dooku with 2 Force Powers, Brilliant Evasion and Predictive Shot.
And Brilliant Evasion.
Pretty sure that's what I said.
Yeah, I might use him tomorrow, Friday.
Yeah. General Grievous, Hull Upgrade, Scimitar, and Ion Torpedoes.
That's my list right there.
What, just those 2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's 8 points.
8 threat level,
8 threat points, yeah.
No, that seems good. Anyway, Lee, is there anything else you would like to... Oh, wait. That's the back of the pile of cards, just for the what they look like. Oh, look. Right. Sorry, that's all we've got time for. We're going to have to leave it there.
Unfortunately, this is my stream.
Okay.
So this is the Sith Infiltrator.
Now, initial impression, I think it's too bright, but nothing that a bit of
Hint
blackwash
won't.
couldn't sort out. Oh, I didn't do anything.
So, we have the Sith Infiltrator, which is really, 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 really nice.
Anybody want to guess what it does?
It does something! It really does something. I thought I'd broke it taking it out of the box. It has wings! They fall down.
Simple things.
Foldy
To be fair, I was
wings.
impressed as well.
Foldy wings! Foldy wings. Oops, upside down. Foldy wings. Yum. And watch, it goes wee.
Go with your actions.
Wee. Foldy wing. What more could you ask for?
No, I'm all about moving parts.
Foldy wings are amazing.
The bad thing is, I really want us to have one of these with like 3 of the TIE V1s floating around. Just because obviously that design is very similar to the TIE V1. But never mind.
Could you just cut that off?
Yep.
And have it as a
Grand Inquisitor ship.
Do you know what that actually looks like? Scar out of...
Wrong game.
Yeah, wrong game, but it does look like Scars.
Yeah, Battlestar.
Battlestar.
I could definitely see some lights going in this, by the way. Red lights in the top, green lights in the back.
Don't snap it. Oh, look at that, you broke the wing. What are you looking at?
Oh my god, the wing is all... doesn't stand up. Yeah, no, model itself cool. I think I can get over the brightness of it, but I don't know.
We're only going to have 8 of these in stock, because I think 4 are going to me.
I think 4 might be a little bit excessive.
Oh. You've seen my decimators.
Right.
And you're talking to me about
Thought we missed a card.
So, quite excited about the Infiltrator. Double infiltrators.
I'm just excited about new stuff. I would like to have the big boxes there because I was hoping to be flying some new Republic stuff with some Jedi Starfighters. Not gonna lie, I'm slightly tempted to buy 2 of those and just kit out Vader. Kit out Anakin Skywalker fully. See what we can get.
Are you going to be able to fit that battery charger into this one? The LiPo adaptation that you made.
Is that an unranged bullseye arc? Jack, what do you mean an unranged bullseye arc?
Bullseye arc is only range 3.
Yeah, if it in order to be in your arc, it still needs to be in range 3 minimum, unless specified otherwise. But I don't think that's a thing. So yeah, if it says bullseye arc, then it's
Did we see some
title card? Yeah, no, it's so it just has to be in the bullseye arc. So yeah, it can be at any. It can be range 1, 2, or 3, but it has to be within range 3.
0, 1, 2, and 3?
Yes.
No, because you can't be in your own bullseye arc, can you?
No.
So 0 would class you as being in your own bullseye arc. So, rules
Yeah,
things.
it's not a thing because you can't decloak to bump something anyway, so you're fine.
You're gonna have to get some sort of micro reactor built into these, K.
Glad you didn't pause. Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew pew. Pew pew. Pew 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 pew. At least I got the tune right.
You're boldly going where no
Streamer has gone before.
streamer has gone before.
Or swiftly out the door with a kick up the backside.
I think it's the actual LiPos quite big. He's managed to fit the battery, rechargeable batteries into my decimators that he's lighting up for me. Spoilers and all that. But
oh, you're putting spoilers on?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, well, I've got 2 Raiders sat there to go on. So I was going to say, should we have the family? Which ones are we missing? Did we put... Oh, they're all the new ones. Don't have the old crap now. Go on then if we must. There's still one missing.
I'm getting there.
Don't forget the striker. It's right there. Put it that side. Yeah, there we go. Now we can see all of them and us at the same time. So, by the way, Dale, you've just said that the points have come out. Have they come out on the app or have they come out where? Because I've just looked on the website and I couldn't find them. Because we're going to have a quick chat about them now. So...
Yeah, I'll have a quick chat about things that we have no idea about and are trying to look up now.
Yeah, it's fine. We've got technology. New squad.
Hyperspace.
Just put.
Oh, why not hyperspace?
They are on.
Ooh! Ooh.
Oh. Add a ship.
Sith infiltrator.
Sith infiltrator.
Not bad for what they are.
Darth Maul is 65 points. Yeah, we've got it, Dale.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people will already have, will be able to have a look at this, but yeah.
Wow.
Just general stuff.
Let's have a quick look at some of the new mods. What was the new mods? The bomb thingy ones?
What? Probe droids.
Probe droids are 6 points, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Crew.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the crew. Sidious, 14 points.
Well, yeah, that's a pretty good
I
ability.
can't believe Palpatine's 14 points.
Yeah, weird that.
Gonk. Dooku is 9.
Dooku 9 for what? Before a ship at range 0 to 2 rolls on attack and defense dice. 9 points for all Palp. I mean, it's worth 9 points just for the Force modifier, to be honest.
Freelance. Grievous is only 3.
Yeah, I think I could see myself taking
Yeah.
Grievous for 3. Certainly for the ability.
Yeah, and that's all that.
Dale, spoilers. Title is 4.
Title is 4 points. The Scimitar title is 4.
Yeah.
It is unique, but it's still...
Brilliant evasion.
Oh.
Prediction shot is 4. Yeah, no, because that one already
Yeah, but
count.
that means that
Brilliant evasion
is 2 points. Wow.
I can definitely see brilliant evasion being taken.
On everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thing is, depends on if you want the slot for something else. I think a lot of the Jedi starfighters will want things like supernaturals and potentially the lower ones with them.
Changes on agility.
That makes way more sense.
That's not.
Thank you, Dale.
That's not nice, Dale. I'm going to have a look now. Not that I'm going straight.
Go for Vader.
Not that I'm going straight for Vader or anything.
My prediction is 8 points.
32 points. No.
8 points.
6.
Yeah, not bad.
That's actually, yeah.
I'd still take it.
I'd take it for 6. Yeah, definitely still worth it, Dale. That's.
You know what it isn't? It isn't 32 points.
It isn't 32.
See how much
points.
old Vader is, or young Vader is.
Add a ship, Anakin.
Well, I know what I'm doing tonight. 60
Anakin
points.
is 60 points. That's spicy as a meatball.
And what slots can he have?
he can have...
Sorry, we're really excited now.
Astromech, modification, force power, and config. Not massive amounts, but...
Well, to be fair, that's good. Keeps it nice and...
soups. Oh, battle meditation.
Battle meditation. I figured that would be a lot of points.
15.
So that's the one where you get to coordinate non-limited ships. 15 points for that.
The rest's...
Unless it's... Because I know coordinate actions were dependent on pilot skill. So whack in Ahsoka for me. Just out of curiosity. She's still in a Delta. Oh, his Mace Windu's a 4. Trigger all the memes. Battle meditation 9. Yeah, so it's dependent on your initiative value, which I think is a great way forward.
Was there anything else we were wanting to look at?
I'm curious about the title for the Delta.
That's still the Republic.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, I'm curious about all the Republic stuff. It's in the configuration.
You got to add it first.
Yeah.
Calibrated laser as well.
Yeah. So calibrated laser is 10 points for the one that adds in a focus result, and the upgrading to a more attacky version of the Delta is 18, unless it's dependent on pilot skill. But I can't imagine why it would be really, realistically. There's no inherent bonus to.
No. Let's go with the Jedi Knight.
Jedi Knight's only 39 points. I like it.
That could be a lot of Jedi Knights.
Just multiple Jedi Knights with battle meditation.
Yep, same price.
Battle meditation Jedi Knights. Could that be a thing?
Force power. That's broken.
Battle meditation 15 points. Because you... Oh, weird that. You picked the wrong slot.
Sorry.
So,
everything is...
So everything seems... a lot of the stuff seems to be initiative dependent, so which is, again, a good way to go forward.
The Delta title on a Jedi Knight is 15 points. And
so it's only 3 points cheaper, so it doesn't make a huge difference, but I'd be scared of it on an initiative ship.
It's looking like it's the cost. It's a cost plus an initiative. So. And
then calibrated laser targeting is only 4 points
on it.
Because again, it's going to be harder for you to line up that bullseye shot. Yeah. Still fruity. Definitely something worth exploring. So next week, stream playing new stuff.
Yeah. You just have to build 2 lists.
I mean, you can definitely. You're excited.
Synchronized console is 2 points.
Yeah, because it doesn't do much. It's just passing off tag locks.
Astromech's R4P17.
That one is not out yet.
And he is 5 points. He is, after you fully execute a red maneuver, you may spend 1 charge to perform an action even while stressed. So it's a 2-shot.
Excuse me.
R4P44 is 5 points. 5 points. It should be 4 points.
And the R4P is 4
points. And I think that was your new ones. Was there anything else new?
Just some of the arc stuff, but I think people can probably explore that themselves.
I was just seeing if there was anything like title tactical relay.
So the droid dude.
But it's just blank. Oh, there it is. Oh, I thought it was blanked out. So Kraken that hasn't been.
Yeah, they'll be in the.
There's 3 of them. So K2B4 is 5. TV94 is 5 points, while a friendly ship at range 0 to 3 performs a primary attack against a defender in its bullseye. If there is 2 or fewer attack dice, it may spend 1 calculate token to add a hit result.
So I can definitely see why these are solitary and you can't have multiple of them.
Yeah.
Here, I will take this one so I can add an evade, or I will take this one so I can add a hit.
Yeah.
It's one or the other.
During the end phase, you may choose up to 3 friendly ships at range 0 to 3. If you do, each of these ships does not remove a calculate token. Kraken seems strong.
They all seem pretty good.
Yeah, force powers we've looked at. Device, crew, cannon. There was nothing new in any of them.
No.
No new torpedoes. What would we get if we sang out a tune? Add a ship. So if we go for Arc and Oddball, he'll get a EPT, won't he?
I'd assume so. What are we looking for?
Talents. See if what the new talents are.
The
Squad leader, outmaneuver, Duke, lone wolf, expert handling,
dedicated,
elusive, predator, trick shot, crack shot.
I don't think no, non-limiteds can't take. Non-limiteds cannot take dedicated. Sorry, only non-limiteds can take dedicated. Well, that's cheap and cheerful. I like that.
25 points.
For the new B-Wing.
What's that? Gold Squadron Trooper.
Yeah, it has no slots because you don't want to be spending points on some of this 2 agility and 5 hull.
Yeah. So.
Shall we wrap this up so that...
I just want to have a look at one second.
Okay.
So, I have chosen hyperspace.
That definitely says hyperspace. At least that's what you've named it.
No.
Oh, that's the name of your list for some reason. It's hyperspace.
No. Galactic Empire.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Look at
it. Add a ship. That's a lot of new ships.
Is that a TIE Interceptor I see?
So, in the Galactic Hyperspace qualifiers, you get a TIE Advanced X1, TIE Reaper, TIE IN Interceptor has been added. Then you get the TIE LN Fighter, the TIE SA Bomber, and the Striker. So, they have had an Interceptor and a Bomber added.
Not bad.
Not too shabby.
Come on, A-Wings.
Rebels.
Come on, A-Wings.
Add a ship.
Come on, A-Wings.
We have the B-Wing has been added.
Alphabet Spaghetti's looking likely.
And the U-Wing's in there still.
Nobody cares.
X-Wing's still in there.
Yeah.
Y-Wing's still in there.
Yeah, well, it's 3 of the alphabet.
Modified YT1300 is your last one.
So they've just added the B-Wing.
And the A-Wing. So A-Wings and B-Wings join hyperspace.
Alphabet Spaghetti, lovely.
Let's have a look what Scum get.
You're gonna whinge about this. It's
fucking
gonna be
Skirg. I'll put any money before I look.
Nah.
Look, I have not hit the ad ship, but I'll put fucking money on the Skirgs in there.
Flipping. Star Viper.
I lost money, so it is.
And the Headhunter.
Star Viper in the Z95 joins.
Well, Rick, I know you won't be watching this, but Rick, if you're watching this, you are very. You're in luck because you just built a list with some Star Vipers wanting to get into X-Wing, and I said, nah, don't bother because they're not in hyperspace. Well, Lee, have you got any Star Vipers in stock?
I don't know. I'll have to have a look.
Okay.
Because I probably do.
I can kind of see some of those going off the shelf.
F4, SF, Silencer, Shuttle.
Yeah, because nothing's been released.
Yeah, that's not fair. So,
exciting times.
Exciting times for hyperspace. I believe I was.
Oh, and Dale's just commented saying U-Wings get all pilots too. I was going to ask that, but I didn't care.
Yeah,
as long as the A-Wings were in.
Yeah, it was quite interesting because I put a comment out today on one of the groupie things, and I got shot down that things would be added mid hyperspace season. They're not going to change things mid hyperspace season.
Nah, they will because everybody just flies TIE Swarms.
So that was an interesting turn up for the books. Hyperspace just got a little bit more extended.
I still like hyperspace, and I still like. Yeah, no, I got it. I was ignoring it. Yeah, no, I still like the hyperspace format, and I agree with it. And I like the fact that we put more ships in because people can whinge a lot less about it. Still no decimators though.
Still no decimators, so I'm still going to whinge.
But you know what you can have? You can definitely have Suntier Invader now. Suntier Vader Countess. Suntier Vader Duchess.
Dale, Mr. Cromwell, what we making? Don't like that. So, I'm definitely getting 2 of these little bad boys, even with the flappy wings. I'll keep these ones. I won't send broken stock out like. Quite an exciting day for X-Wing. I'm pleasantly surprised.
I'm good.
Chuffed.
Yeah.
Happy.
I could tell
Flappy wings. I wonder if decimators get flappy wings.
Come on, I would like to leave and go to bed.
Right. So.
Not with you though.
We had enough of that this weekend.
Yes.
So we will try for next week, and we will get some of this new shininess.
Yeah, if we can get, if the new stuff comes next week for the rest of these 2 factions, we'll try and put a list together that has everything in it. All the new ships like we did for the First Order one.
And then we can talk about it, have a quick game and talk about it.
Yeah.
But I'm flying them.
Oh, you're flying one of them, yeah.
Flying them.
You're flying one of them.
Flying them. 2 big ships are a thing. I have it on good authority. Ken told me.
Definitely not.
Right.
How about I build your own with 3 in?
Do you know anyone that can lend me one?
Yeah, I'll probably end up getting one.
Again, thank you everyone for watching. We've really enjoyed doing this. Again, apologise for being away for so long. I'm back, unfortunately for a lot of yous.
And so am I, because I enjoy it. So
yes, so it is good fun. This lot will be getting broken down. There's boxes and boxes sat in the shop, just ready to get split down tomorrow, and we'll start on that. Other than Brilliant Evasion, I can't see there being anything in there that, if you haven't already bought one of these, that you're going to need desperately. So I'm not going to rush out. And
I think the main one would potentially be models for the repaint and things like that. But again, I think they're all good sets, particularly for new people getting into it.
Yeah.
You get
a lot.
A decent enough cards for what they have.
And yeah, they're putting 2 of everything in with a 1 ship, doing us card scalpers out of business.
Let's get good at painting there.
But we don't do this for the money, because there's hardly any in it. But the good thing about it is there's 2 Brilliant Evasions in the box. It means that 1 box and that other box
gets 3.
For every set that I buy now, I get 3. So it's not going to be a Palpatine value card from 1.0. It's going to be 3-4 quid tops. Even that, I'll see how many come in and how well they do,
and see how many come in
the next set.
Box next one.
It could be a lot cheaper. So thank you everyone for coming, and we shall see you for the next one.
Bye.
Bye. Catch you soon. He says, pressing all the wrong buttons. And bye again.